Hi, this is Marina from Health Gloves, a certified healthy diet and healthy lifestyle coach. And today is a story time. In this video, I want to share with you one of my experiences that happened to me the other day and that all of you who've been following me on Instagram are aware of. So the other night, I was sleeping in a wooden bungalow in the middle of a jungle, just like I've been doing since 2013, at least 30 days in a row every year. And that night wouldn't have been any different nor special if the following hadn't happened. And if you want to know what happened that night, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, make sure that you hit that bell icon beside the subscription button because I have so many more videos that are coming up from you and I want you to enjoy them and benefit from them. And now without further ado, let's dive into today's story. I remember that night I was dreaming one dream, and then all of a sudden, out of blue, that dream was replaced with another very short dream. And in this very short dream, I dreamt that I put my pinky finger of the right hand onto a sharp edge of some wooden fence. And then I pulled it against that sharp edge of that wooden fence as if I wanted to deliberately cut myself. In the moment when I pulled my pinky finger, against the sharp edge of that wooden fence, I was woken up by intense pain in my pinky finger. I opened my eyes and all I saw was pitch dark. So I got up, I was holding onto my injured hand, I went into the toilet, I switched on the light, and I saw that my pinky finger was bleeding. And I wouldn't have even noticed the injured part on my pinky finger if I hadn't seen the blood, because all my intention was directed towards my hand, which was swollen and painful. It seemed like the pain from the pinky finger was moving downwards into my hand, which was very swollen at that point. Anyway, I cleaned the bleeding spot and I went back to the room. I remember that I wondered in confusion, how was it possible for me to cut myself in a dream? Anyway, I went into the room, which was still in dark, and I fixed my eyes to the part of the bed in which the injury happened. I turned on the light, and in that moment, I saw a thin black long tail slithering away beside my pillow to the back of the bed, and then who knows where. A friend of mine immediately took me to the hospital where they took my blood in order to test it for any potential venom. While I was laying there in the hospital bed waiting for the blood results to come, I remember that I couldn't stop thinking of how I had been leading what is for me a happy life. And I want to share this message with you because I believe that many people need to hear this, that many people will benefit from this message. I remembered 2011 when I had a standard job. I was working for a company that offered a good working environment and nice people to work with and nice standard 9-to-5 job and a solid salary every first on the month. I got a paycheck and all that was fine, all that was good. But there was one little thing that was missing, and that little thing was my happiness. I was miserable there. Again, it was a good company to work for, but I was miserable because I felt that I wasn't living my dreams and I wasn't fulfilling my life mission, what I believe is my life mission, and that is to spread the message about health and a healthy, low-fat, raw vegan diet. I remember that I wanted to change something about that situation, but I wasn't courageous enough to quit my job, my comfort zone. And then, one blessed day, I was fired due to a mistake that I had made previously. And I remember that that day was the happiest day of my life, because since then, I've been living my dreams and I've been turning my passion into my job, my source of income, my work, the work that I diligently work on and that I love, that I enjoy. I got to wake up every morning so excited about the day that is ahead of me because I've got to work on my mission, on my work, on my beautiful life, on what is for me a happy life. And then I remember that laying there in the hospital, I had all these beautiful pictures in front of my eyes, all these images from of the places from around the globe where I lived in. I thought of all the dear people that have been present in my life. I thought of all the people around the globe whose lives I touched with the message that is close to my heart. I thought of all the glorious mornings that I began my days the way I like to start my days, and that's through exercising, because it is through exercising that I celebrate that I get to wake up feeling healthy, strong, and vital. And of course, as you can imagine, I thought about all the most delicious fruits on this planet that most people don't even know about. Some people got to try these fruits here and there, but I chose a lifestyle on which I get to live on these fruits almost exclusively. Well, yes, I do eat also some vegetables and nuts and seeds here and there, but mostly I eat fruits. And not only any fruits, I eat the most delicious fruits on this planet. And laying there in that hospital bed, I thought how happy I had been. As for my mission, I remember then when in 2007, when I was 22, I started promoting a vegan diet. And I remember that a very good friend of mine asked me in a very fatherly and kind way, Marina, what is your goal with promoting this vegan diet? Because you should be aware that it is very hard to change people's diet. And if that's your goal, you better forget about it. I was 22 at the time, and I remember what I replied. I said, if I succeed in saving one animal from a slaughterhouse, if I succeed in helping one person to regain their health through a healthy plant-based diet, if I succeed in inspiring one person to plant one fruit tree, I will consider myself successful. And laying there in that hospital bed, I remembered that reply, and I thought, yeah, I believe I succeeded. I believe I've been successful. That's what I thought. I was on this high frequency of vibration, which is called gratitude. One of the most important lessons that I've learned from one who is, for me, the greatest teacher, Nikola Tesla, is that everything is made of molecules, and these molecules are in constant state of vibration. And now, from what I understand, there are different frequencies of vibration, and we get to tune into different frequencies through our mind, through carefully selecting, choosing thoughts and words, because our thoughts and words have these magnetic powers through which we tune in to different frequencies of vibration. And the highest frequency of all is the frequency of gratitude. And when you are at this frequency of vibration, the frequency of gratitude, you are honored by this energy of love permeating your body. And what is the energy of love? It is the unstoppable, most powerful driving force of the universe. The energy of love is the healing energy. What does it do? It heals. It heals everything that it touches. But that's not the only thing that happened. So all this time while I was laying there in the hospital, a friend of mine who got me into the hospital was there with me, and I'm so grateful for her for being there with me. So thank you, Lily. So we were talking the whole time, and all of a sudden, unplannedly, out of blue, I started describing 2 traumatic experiences from my childhood. And before I knew, tears were streaming down my face. And she just gently asked me, have you ever cried about these experiences before? And I shook my head, no. And then she gently proceeded on by saying, cry as much as you need. In that moment, the doctor came into the room, and she worriedly looked at my crying face And I caught the worrying look of this doctor, and I said, "Oh, I'm not crying because of the snake." And then the whole three of us started laughing. The doctor proceeded on with saying that the blood tests show that the bite wasn't venomous. And that's pretty much it. That's the story about my recovery, about my healing. Because this picture represents me after the bite. And this short video here shows how I started the very next day after a night of straight 12-hour sound sleep. I hope that the points from this video, from this story, are clear. So what I want to tell you is, number one, you have the power to tune in into this high frequency of vibration, which is called gratitude, which is a healing frequency. By carefully choosing your focus of attention, by carefully choosing your thoughts and words. Number two, we are first and foremost vibrational bodies, not physical bodies. And this world around us is first and foremost a mental world, not a physical world. So whatever happens in the physical world is just a manifestation of the vibrational, energetical world. So in order to have a physical healing, first and foremost, you have to clean your energetical space. You have to clean that vibrational space. You have to heal the wounded child within you. On the physical plane, I have a couple of points that I want to bring up here. Number one, I absolutely rejected all painkillers despite the pain that I felt. And with that decision, I didn't want to be unreasonable. If the situation was more serious, I would probably consider taking painkillers, but that would be my last resort because I do understand that all pharmaceutical drugs are toxic to the human body. What pharmaceutical drugs do is drugging the body and thus changing, altering the normal metabolic activities of bodily tissues, and that has negative consequences on the human body. What do you think? What do painkillers do? Miraculously kill the pain away? No, the pain is still present in your body even after taking painkillers. But painkillers, if you ask me, they are rightfully called nerve killers. So they, so to speak, deaden your nerves through which you can feel the pain, and that's how you cannot feel the pain anymore. But is that really a good thing? I wouldn't say so, because I understand that pain is a friend. Pain is a language through which your body tells you to rest so that the body can repair the damaged part of the body. Or pain is a way that your body is communicating to you that something is harmful for you. Just think about this for a second. What would happen if you couldn't feel pain? Well, you wouldn't survive, because at least at once you would check how warm is the fire or how sharp is a knife. Number two, I rejected to have any ice put on my swelling, on my swollen hand. Why? Because I do understand that swelling is a friend. My infinite intelligent body used its vital energy to make this swelling. What's happening is the body is constantly monitoring itself. And once when the body detects an injured part, the body immediately sends more lymph and more blood into that part, makes the swelling, which is a natural bandage, in order to heal more quickly, in order to protect this part and heal it more quickly with more blood and cleanse it with more lymph. Once when the cleansing and healing is done, the body pulls out that additional blood and lymph from the injured part, now repaired part, and the swelling goes away. By putting ice on the swelling, we are actually sabotaging the self-healing mechanism of the body. And number three, just because I understand that our mind has a control over our physical body in a ways that we cannot even comprehend, I was very careful in what I was letting affect my mind. I've got many concerned questions, and one of them was, Marina, what if this snake bite passed on some illnesses onto you? And I immediately and readily blocked this question out of my mind, and I transformed this question into the following question. Marina, What if this snake bite passed on some additional self-healing powers onto you? I hope that the message from this video is clear, and I hope that you got a lot from this story of mine. And if that's so, please give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my YouTube channel, make sure that you hit that notification button beside the subscription button, and leave your thoughts in the comments below this video about this experience of mine. And maybe you would like to share some similar experience of yours. Please do so through the comments in this video. If you would like to train your mind how to carefully choose words and thoughts, and thus manifestations in your life, I highly recommend you to check out my book, The Universe in You. Grab your copy through the link that I'm leaving in the description of this video and work with this book, because this is an interactive book that you not only read but also write. So write your copy of The Universe in You. As I said, the link for ordering this book is in the description of this video. Until the next video, I'm sending you warm regards and keep glowing. Bye bye!